Hello friends, today in this video we will study about plant and animal tissue. Myself Professor Kiran Baviskar, and today in this video we will learn about the definition of cell, meaning of protoplasm, the definition of meristematic tissue, location and functions of the meristematic tissue, definition of permanent tissue and different types of the permanent tissue. So the cell, it is defined as structural and functional unit of the life. It is also defined as a fundamental unit of the life, as the life of each and every organism starts from the cell. Then the cell, they groups together to form the tissue, organ system, and that leads to formation of organism. Then why the cell it is considered as a structural or a functional unit? Because the total structure of each and every organism basically it is made up of the cell, therefore it is considered as a structural unit of the life, and whatever the functions which are performed by any organism, these are all functions are carried out by the cells, hence the cell it is considered as a functional unit of the life. Now what is meant by protoplasm? So protoplasm, it is a living substance of the cell. It is a fluid bounded by the cell membrane. Cytoplasm and nucleus of the cell, both collectively known as a protoplasm of the cell. Cytoplasm means it is a colorless viscous fluid bounded by the cell membrane, and nucleus it is a genetic material of the cell. Both collectively, nucleus and cytoplasm are known as a protoplasm of the cell. Cells which are having the similar kind of the functions, the group of such type of the cells that leads to formation of tissue, while the tissue which are common in origin and having the common functions, the group of such type of the tissue that leads to formation of a organ, while the different organs group together to form the organ system, and the different organ system groups together to form the organism. Organ system, it is a characteristics of a living organism, and the organ system that basically made up of the different organs having the common functions, and the organs they made from the different tissues, and the tissues these are nothing but composed from the cells. So the cell it is a basic unit of the life. It is a structural and functional unit of the life. Now in this video we will see about the meristematic tissue. So what is the meristematic tissue? So dear student, you just stop the video and look at the diagram and try to describe the meristematic tissue. So what is the shape of that meristematic tissue, how these are arranged, whether nucleus is present or not, what is about the cytoplasm. So with the help of that diagram we can describe the meristematic tissue, that different cells in the meristematic tissue, these are closely packed. Because of that a very compact arrangement, the space between that each individual cell it is absent, that is known as a intercellular space. So in meristematic tissue, intercellular space is absent. Nucleus it is very prominent, it is a conspicuous. Cytoplasm is also present. These are cells they are having the thin cell wall, and the cell wall of the meristematic tissue it is made up from the cellulose. Shape, generally the meristematic tissue these are having the polygonal or oval shaped cells. So these meristematic tissue are defined as those tissue which are having the ability to divide. These type of the cells they are continuously dividing and adding the new cells to the plant. Therefore such type of the tissue these are responsible for the growth of the plants. So the location, meristematic type of the tissue these are present in a different growing parts of the plant, like the at the tip of the stem or tip of the root, or in the along with the lateral side of the stem also the meristematic tissue are present, and according to that these are further classified as an apical, a lateral or intercalary meristematic tissue. Now we will study about the characteristics. Cells in a meristematic tissue, these are small. Cells are thin walled, and the cell wall that made from the cellulose only. Cells are oval or polygonal in shape. It is characterized by presence of the prominent nucleus. It contains large amount of the cytoplasm. Cells are closely packed, and therefore the intercellular spaces are absent. The vacuoles are also absent in a meristematic type of the tissue. So these are the different properties of the meristematic tissue. Now we will study about the functions. As the meristematic tissue, these are continuously dividing. Therefore, they are forming the new cells and adding the new cells to the plant body. Hence, these are responsible for the growth of the plants. They increases the length of the plants. These are responsible for formation of the new branches or flowers and leaves on the plants. These are also responsible for increase in the thickness of the stem. So these are the different functions of the meristematic tissue. They increases the thickness of the stem, or that leads to formation of the new branches, leaves, and the flowers, or it increases the length of the plant. Now we will study about permanent tissue. Meristematic tissue, after dividing, forms the different type of the cells, and as these cells after growing and maturation get converted into that permanent tissue. Permanent tissue, these tissue, they don't have the ability to divide. These are specialized and they remain same throughout the life. And the major body part of the plant that basically made from the permanent tissue. Permanent tissue, these are present in very large amount inside the plants. So the meristematic tissue, as we have studied earlier, these are continuously dividing and they produces the different type of the new cells. These cells, they grow and they will get mature. After maturation, such type of the cells, they get differentiated in a different type of the cells having the particular functions that leads to formation of a permanent tissue. Hence, meristematic tissue after growth, maturation, and differentiation, if they get the definite shape, size, and function, then such type of the cells, these are known as a permanent tissue. And permanent tissue, they lost the power of division. These type of the tissue, they don't have ability to divide. Now, we will see the different types of the permanent tissue. There are the two major classes of the permanent tissue. Simple permanent tissue means they are having the only one kind of the cells. And the complex permanent tissue means they are having the group of the cells. Simple permanent tissue, again, these are subdivided into the two types, protective tissue and supportive tissue. As the name indicates, protective tissue, they protect the plants. For example, epidermis, which are present in the outer surface of the plants. And epidermis, they secrete the wax-like substance to protect the plant. While the supporting tissue, again, it has the three different subtypes: parenchyma, collenchyma, and serenchyma. Parenchyma, these are the food storing tissue. Collenchyma, it gives the mechanical strength and flexibility to the plant, while sclerenchyma, it gives the mechanical strength and the rigidity to the plant. The second major important class of the permanent tissue, that is a complex permanent tissue, and it is subdivided into the two subtypes, xylem and phloem. Xylem, it is a water conducting tissue, and phloem, it is a food conducting tissue. So this is about the permanent tissue. So dear friends, today in this video we have studied about the definition of cell. Cell, it is defined as a structural and functional unit of the life. Then protoplasm. Protoplasm, it is a living substance. It is a fluid bounded by the cell. Cytoplasm and nucleus, collectively both are known as a protoplasm of the cell. Then we have studied about the different type of the plant tissue, meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. Meristematic tissue means those type of the tissue which are having the ability to divide, and they increases the length of the plant or thickness of the stem, and these are responsible for formation of new branches, flowers, and leaves. and these are present at the tip of the roots or tip of the stem or tip of the branches. Meristematic tissue, generally cells in that meristematic tissue, these are the thin walled cells made up from the cellulose. These are compactly arranged, intercellular spaces are absent, vacuoles are absent. Later, we have studied about the permanent tissue. Meristematic tissue after division that leads to formation of a different type of the cells, and the cells when they grow mature get differentiated into the different types. The cells which are having the dependent shape, size, functions, but those cells they lost their ability to divide. Such type of the cells are known as a permanent tissue. And in permanent tissue, we have studied the different subtypes of the permanent tissue. So, friends, in the next lecture, we will study about the different types of the permanent tissue. Okay, thank you, friends.